Yo.
Dude, it took everything in me. I should just like freaking throw up middle fingers.
You did a great job.
Oh, no.
Terrific
Well done,
job.
I was
done.
thinking of how much anxiety that would bring Steve.
Mm-hmm.
You would probably just quit.
I need some of that right now in my life, you know?
Bro, tell me about it, okay?
I could use some of that.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie to you. Anxiety is fuel. People will say it's like a negative thing. I'm team anxiety. Be more
I've
anxious. Be
been
more stressed out.
What?
Pace Family Goblinson. Freaking amazing.
I've been dying to unmute so that I could scream at Lee and come rob him of those cards. What on earth
Dude, those are sick.
are those like
Those are
alt
freaking
art?
amazing.
What is that?
They're
Is
the
it just
alt
like
art from the legendary packs, the collector's
my
packs.
gosh, dude?
They look incredible.
Those are so sick. I want those on a t-shirt. A sheet.
For real.
Dude, yeah. Dude, so I'm finally entering a point, you know, like I feel like us as men, we enter this point once every however many years. And we're like, you need to buy a bunch of different shirts, you know, and like restock.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude.
Right.
I'm there.
Oh my.
And I need some
What is that?
I need
Shadow
some
of
dope
the Enemy.
shirts. Is that
Dude,
Isengard? I can't tell.
It's Mount
Isengard.
Doom in the back.
Oh, frick yeah, dude.
I met Watcher in
Those
the
are
Water
so sick.
in the Fellowship audiobook.
Ooh,
Spot.
nice.
Dude.
I took a break. Because I haven't been driving that much, so
Yeah, I've been doing it on the treadmill and yard work and
this guy's treadmill.
driving, but I don't drive a lot right now. But when we went to Florida, it was like 6 hours there, 6 hours back. So
Yeah,
more like 10 because we had kids. But
I feel that.
yeah, I want those cards, dude. Holy crap,
Those are
those are sick.
Those are sick.
Now I have to look
do
up
have
all
a-
the alt art stuff.
I have a spare. Yeah, they're cool, but the collector's cards are so expensive, man. I got them before
Yeah.
they went up in price, but
Frick.
Dude, that's like it is with Pokemon, dude. Like this, like what I was showing, like some of these, like this one's like $3, right? And it's like this is like a vintage-ish card, right? This is an alt art that's super dope. This is like $2, and then this one is just red, and it's $500.
Nice, dude. Red is
And
cool.
and I'm like, I don't get it. This is a promo card, and it's like $30.
Sheesh.
And then like same with like this Charizard, this gold Charizard card is like
Nice.
$20, but it's not red, so
Not good enough, dude. We gotta
good enough.
get started. We gotta get started.
yeah, I've only got 30.
All right.
Oh frick, yeah.
Shout out real quick.
Do you want to
Brooks
just treat
in the
it
chat.
like this is the second segment, and I'm joining you just for the second segment to talk about Arc Raiders, and then I'll jet once the Arc Raiders talk finishes.
I'm
Yeah.
done with that.
That sounds good. Shout out Brooks in chat.
I'm gonna overlook the
Betty.
fact that Steven's
Oh, shout
wearing a
out chat.
terrible coffee company's shirt.
Black toy. I don't know.
That was my name in high school.
Nice, dude. I figured. Guys, we got to hurry up and start because Lee has a short amount of time with us, but we want him here to talk about Arc Raiders. So here we go. Ignoring everything Brian's laughing at. I got my audio stuff going here.
Oh frick yeah. Yeah, same. Sorry.
All right, let me know when you're ready.
Same.
Name check.
Recording?
Check.
We're good?
Good to go.
I'm recording.
Recording.
Same.
3, 2, 1. Gorgeous. All right, here we go.
Good clap.
Okay. Yeah. So no intro. We're just gonna say welcome back, everybody. We're going a little bit out of order tonight. Appreciate you. Because
Peek behind the curtains.
Yeah, a little peek behind the scenes, baby.
A little curtain behind the peak, you know?
Whoa, dude. Yeah, we're gonna go out of order so we can keep Lee here for the Arc Raider talk. So just go along with it and don't spoil it. Don't ruin it, guys. Just play along. Here we go. Welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us. We've got a special guest here with us for this segment. You may know him from the world, but we love him. Lee,
world.
shout out.
Dude,
Lee
just the most generic
of the world
intro
fame.
ever. You may know him from Space.
Our
Invaders.
resident Tolkien expert. How about that?
There
He
it
lives
is.
on Earth.
There it is. Dr. Lee, welcome.
Doctor.
Doctor, concur.
Thanks, guys. Long-time listener, first-time caller.
Hey, sheesh.
Dude, yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't been listening at all.
Should we do a call-in show?
Whoa.
Gotta do it.
First guest,
Only
Mikey.
if it's like Crank Yankers.
Ooh.
Did you guys ever
With
watch
puppets
Friday
and
Night
everything.
Cranks on YouTube?
I remember that.
Dude.
I watch Hammer It Out with Caleb Hammer.
Nice. Same thing, pretty much, dude.
It's Brian's twin.
Well, we're here to talk about Arc Raiders today. For those of you who don't know, Arc Raiders is the new extraction looter shooter from Embark Studios, creators of The Finals. The Finals came out in
What?
dude.
I didn't realize they were related. I don't know why I never put that together.
Dude,
There's
there
fan
it is.
theories that they exist in the same universe.
Ooh.
I am super
that-
into that. That's
That
super
the
cool.
finals is what all the rich people watch. The
Yeah.
competition of the finals, the rich people watch it, and all the people who are struggling to survive are the ones who are in
I love it.
Arc
Dude,
Raiders.
Speranza.
I don't know why I didn't I never put it. It's one of those things I've been following Arc Raiders pretty closely. I'm pretty interested. And I just never put it together that they were the same developer. I don't know why.
Well, it's
That's-
such a
You heard
different
it here
game.
first.
Yeah. The
very
finals
different.
is bad, so
But also-
I'm really
oh, crap.
excited that this is
Oh
good.
lord.
Oh crap.
Oh boy.
But also very visually great visuals. Anyway, Embark Studios created the finals 2022-ish. This game was announced around that time. I think it kind of had a course correction a few years ago to be more. I don't know exactly. I'm not going to speak on that because I don't know all the details exactly. But it just came out. Extraction looter shooter from Embark Studios. It's super popular right now. Tons of people are playing. Austin, do you remember I can't remember. It was something like 300,000 people watching on Twitch launch day or something like that. I'm doing
Yeah,
my
it's
guessing
a ton.
tonight. Lots.
It was a
Quick
very
question.
Yes.
high
Lee.
number.
Where are you playing this?
I'm playing on Steam,
Sick. So I just bought it on Steam.
and
Hey,
I'm not big on mouse and keyboard, but I really love the third-person shooter aspect, and to me, mouse and keyboard just works. It just
Is the
works so well.
deluxe is the deluxe edition worth anything, or is it just cosmetics?
You know,
You can
that's a good
decide later.
question. The whole function of it works just like Helldivers, where you can earn all of the currency to purchase
Nice.
the expansion even by playing the game and eventually unlocking that currency, which is great. So you can buy the cheapest version and then play that
That's what I'm doing.
till the day you die.
I'm literally doing it right now. So I've been not on the fence really with this game. I've been pretty all in, to be completely honest with you, just from what I've seen. But I haven't like fully committed, just because I've been waiting to hear your guys' reviews, and I don't want to spoil anything
Yeah.
or anything like that. But the reviews and your guys' feedback on it has been pretty encouraging. So I just bought it.
-1.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
I'm all for. I
Oh,
don't know
yeah,
much
that's
about Embark as a studio, but I'm all for spending $40 on a game that I know I'm gonna get easily 100 hours out of without any
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
So-
To your earlier point, Steven, yeah,
Come
on Twitch, the peak viewership was around 375,000 people all
Sheesh.
watching, and that, and not to be discounted, also on Steam alone, 189, almost 190,000 concurrent players was the peak of the Arc Raiders launch. So almost 190,000 people playing at the same time during its peak busy, which is
It kind of
awesome.
feels honestly, like Helldivers. When Helldivers first launched and got super
Yeah.
popular, just all the memes
Yeah,
and
a lot of
everybody
hype.
playing. Yeah.
Yeah, great
Um,
memes from this once again. You know.
For sure.
Helldivers had probably the best ones, but these are pretty good too.
So, essentially, the premise of this game is it's distant dystopian future. Players are in like an underground sort of like city, where there's vendors and stuff like that. But basically, and like robots have taken over essentially where you are. Stop me if I'm ever wrong about something, which probably will never happen, to be honest. And in order to like get supplies, raiders go topside and loot, and you got to watch out for Arc, which are all the different types of robots, and some of them are insane. Like, look up Leapers on Arc Raiders on YouTube and just watch how crazy they are. So you're watching out for Arc, and then you're watching out for other players. As of now, there's a lot of like friendly players. I heard somebody say
Especially
recently,
in the
like,
solo queue.
yeah. I heard somebody say recently, like, as people get more used to the game and like get better gear and stuff, the friendliness will probably start to dip down a little bit. But who knows?
Yeah.
Maybe not. It's cool to see a lot of people just like, you know, on Prox chat, just being like friendly, and like, you know, being able to work with people, because you're all kind of working, you know, to survive the Arc as well. So, yeah, it's a really cool concept, kind of taking from Tarkov, but being a lot more accessible to slightly
and fun.
more casual people, and fun.
Yeah, Tarkov sucks. Tarkov's a bad game. Stop playing it.
Oh shoot!
Play this game instead.
I'm going
Don't
to.
tell Stints that.
I'm going to
Stints will not
quickly
like that.
say my experience and then let Lee and Austin take it away. I admittedly have not given this game enough time, but it may be the first refund I've ever gotten on Steam. I know. I think I'm gonna buy it again and try it again. But like that, the first night I played, it's a lot of looting and inventory management is like my kryptonite. Like, I just can't do it. And when it was like tape, metal, stapler, like all this stuff, and I'm like, what the heck? And it kind of doesn't really explain anything. Like, I played with Austin, and you know, I was just asking all these questions. We were all just kind of like, I don't know, we'll just figure it out. So lots of binging probably necessary. But I played it for a couple hours, maybe 3 or 4-ish, and it was a lot slower than I expected. Didn't run into like a ton of robots, and I feel like when we did, we were kind of avoiding them, because you also have to like ration your ammo, which I feel like I actually had a lot somehow. But it was like the gameplay for me was, I was like, what are we doing? Here we go. What are we doing? And it was like, loot. I was like, all right, checking this drawer here, getting some wires. And the early quests are like, we're going to need 3 tapes to fix an antenna, so go out there, soldier. And, you know, you get the stuff. And then at one point, Austin was like, we were so stressed, you were like, I'm just ready to get out of here. And like, that, like, triggered in my head. I'm like, why do we want to get out of the game? You know, I should want to stay in here. So, I don't know. I was just like, maybe it just caught me on a bad night, but I was like, I wanted something sort of between Helldivers and this game, where I felt like this game was not much interaction with anyone, at least when I played, and it was a lot of like just getting tape and wires, and then you get out, and it seems like it's going to take a long time to grind to get stuff. So I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to give it another chance, but my first impression, I was kind of like, ooh. And I also here's the problem. Hopefully he's not listening. He's definitely not. I played with Kyle, and Kyle already knows everything before you play with him. So I kind of was just following him around, and I think I need to play some solo to try to figure it out for myself. Because I was just like,
look,
what do I do? Get stuff. All right.
I'll say this all the time. Jeff is here in chat, and we're big Destiny players. And like, I think one of the worst experiences you can have it. Dude, Lee is here, so I will give credit to Lee in this as well. I think he's very good at this as well, which is like new players in big games like Arc Raiders or Destiny or like whatever. You have to like catch an excitement for it on your own. If you don't,
100%.
then the game kind of sucks. Even if you are like into the vibe of it. So like Jeff, when we take people through stuff, he's like, check it out. This is how you freaking sword skate through this part, and you don't have to fight any enemies at all. And I'm like, dude, the best part's fighting the enemies. Like you know, like I'm not watching you do something freaking sick that I can't do, and you know, or whatever. Like what's it called? Like not cheating, but like
exploiting.
Yeah.
Yeah, exploiting the game to make it easier, better, whatever.
Dude.
Like that's nice when you're like, I know I'm gonna have to play this mission 55 times to get what I need to get. But when you're just like, I just want to play this game, this looks cool, like shoot the aliens, man.
Yeah.
Take your time.
Yeah, here's what makes me
And,
nervous. I saw a video that was like how to, get around quicker in Arc Raiders, and it was like the guy showing how to like, you don't even have to go down the stairs. You just jump all the way down and like grab the rail at the end, or like this is how you get down zip lines
I saw
faster.
that.
And I'm like, all
that.
these people gonna kill me.
Yeah.
Anyway,
And I honestly like that stuff's kind of cool, but like I'm more interested in your guys' like experience, I guess, in game.
yeah.
Like community wise, like what does it feel like when you're in game, regardless of exploits or like whatever.
Lee and Austin have played a lot more than I have, so they have their real reviews.
I want to let Lee go first. I know he's limited on time, but I do want to quickly say, shout out to Steven for giving the game a chance. At least you jumped into it for a couple of hours. I know it's not your type of game. I think you could get into it. I think you could like this game. But
Unrefund.
Yeah,
I probably will. I just like at the time I was scared I was going to miss the window, but
I would really recommend like to any new players, like if you are like a little apprehensive about the multiplayer aspect of it, just do solo queue and like just go at your own pace and like figure stuff out on your own. It has been really enjoyable for me, but Lee has also been playing this game a lot, like we mentioned, so I want to let Lee go first and kind of kick us off in the discussion.
Yeah, so I didn't really start playing solo queue, honestly, until even today, but I've already played for probably 30 hours or more, even including the server slam that they did 2 weeks ago. And I hadn't gotten to do any of the beta stuff that they had even earlier this year, but for a while had just been looking at the game. Interested in it, but I'm not an extraction shooter guy either. Like I've tried Tarkov because I know some people plays that, not a fan. Was really heavily jumping into Battlefield 6 when that launched because that just feels like the good old days back in college gaming. Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, dude. Super late nights and all that stuff. So I was like I wasn't really needing a new game or anything like that. Ugh. Bless you, Brian. So this game, the server slam was free, so I gave it a shot, and I don't know, I just found myself really enjoying the atmosphere, the environment. The game is gorgeous. It is such a good looking game. The sounds and SFX in the game are really great because all of the cues and stuff are built into, like, you can find a cache if you hear this specific clicking noise, but it also sounds like a clicking noise on your backpack if you have this piece of equipment cosmetically clipped on. So it's like, okay, now I need to stand still and listen. Is that what I'm hearing, or is it just because I'm moving around and this carabiner is knocking against my pack when I'm running? And like, I didn't notice that until today, but I had already heard the clicking before. So it's like they did the details really well. In terms of like cosmetics, you can't like super duper build yourself in the game in order to do proper role play or anything like that. But I mean, that's fine. Who cares? I'm not looking for an RPG in this. So, Austin's totally right though. When it comes to taking the game at your own pace, solo queue is the best way to go. Because every time I've been in a group of people, whether it was friends from our clan that play in Discord, or just randos, because you can have it automatically fill the 3 slots. We've gotten in a fight every single time with other players. So people are just more aggressive when they're teams, it seems like, and it's fine. But the other thing is there's proximity chat and there's party like team chat. So I would play with a microphone for sure, because you'll probably survive a lot more often if you're able to be like, hey, I'm friendly, don't shoot. And that communication
100%.
really goes a long way in this game. So it feels like you're in a dystopian future and you're like, you can't trust anybody, but at the same time you're like, you're looking over your shoulder because the Ark enemies are actually really aggressive, and they built them really intelligently too. They've talked about how they have some type of AI learning or something built into them so that they can adapt to the environment and the way that they're fighting. Like if you're behind a building,
It's
they'll
like the beginning of the end
move.
to me, man.
yeah, it's just in a video game.
Yeah.
So I'm really enjoying it, and I haven't even gotten past. I think I'm like level 10 maybe, and there's still so much to unlock. The skill tree stuff is cool. You can build into it to focus on getting really good at finding loot and getting the best type of loot quickly without being noticed, and even like crafting in the game too.
It makes your time in the whatever world less of a waste. Like you always get XP even if you lose your loot, basically.
Oh, and you get gear.
Yeah.
Even if you die, I'm pretty sure you get more like baseline equipment from the little chicken.
Oh yeah,
You get
scrap
more
heap.
if you
always
don't survive.
gathering.
So I mean, they make. I think they did a good job of making it accessible for people who aren't into super sweaty extraction shooter. But also making sure that everything you do, even if you fail, is rewarding, which is a good boost.
So, question for you: were you able to play the marathon beta at all?
I did. I played maybe like five missions on the marathon beta.
What would you say like the comparison? Because I know marathon is kind of like the other half of what an extraction shooter like Tarkov is.
Yeah.
Where it's a little more on the PvP focus than the PvPvE. What with those two kind of being the two big names coming out in the extraction shooter world, how would you say they compare?
I hadn't really thought about it because once I played those few in Marathon, Arc Raiders launched, so I just haven't even bothered thinking about it. I didn't hate Marathon. I thought it was pretty well built in terms of mechanics, and if you know anything about Bungie, they're really great at making shooters.
Yeah.
And it is a first-person shooter, so the dynamic of that is a little different. So it probably feels more like Tarkov does than Arc Raiders, obviously. The immersion is there, the world building. I mean, it's futuristic sci-fi. So if that's your thing, Marathon, I mean, it checks a lot of boxes, I think. But when it came to, I am not a PvP guy. I'm more of PvE for sure. In any game that I play, even Destiny, I barely touch PvP unless I have to. It's like Iron Banner, and I know I'm going to get good gear at the end of the runs. So Marathon is geared more towards the PvP side, I think, and it didn't feel as rewarding when you die, when you fail your mission. And there was a lot of stuff, and I know they're still far back in development. Arc Raiders obviously is a finished product. So I could nitpick all day long about certain things. It just didn't feel as good. So I'd be willing to say I'll still give Marathon a chance especially when it gets closer to launch and if there's an opportunity to play it before I spend the money on it. But at the same time, I was a big fan of the original Marathon. I played all those games. I've been a fan of Bungie since the beginning. So it's kind of like there's some fanboy stuff going on there too. But as of now, I definitely would rank Arc Raiders way higher on my preference list.
Nice.
That's cool. It's cool to hear.
I do love the aesthetics of this game, and the sound design is super good. I was telling Austin it was giving me like Terminator Salvation vibes the other night, like just the sound of the big machines and stuff. Super cool.
Yeah.
Soundtrack too.
and they
awesome.
Yeah, the soundtrack for Finals and this, like they do visuals and music.
Dude,
really
the
well.
soundtrack for Finals, look, like I'll kind of poo-poo on that game a lot. As like an arena shooter, I think the balance is absolute trash. Even though the gameplay itself is really fun. Like I've never seen a more fun game to not play. And I think
that was such a Brian-ism.
Dude, that game is not fun at all. Like, but it is great to play, if that makes any sense at all.
Does
like I really hate playing it. But I keep coming back. I don't know, I guess that describes Destiny 2's though. But but Destiny feels amazing. I actually we'll talk about it later, but like the soundtrack and like the whole vibe and like the sound design of the world in the Finals like now knowing that this is the same development company actually has me really excited, because I was already like 80% like, oh yeah, Arc Raiders is going to be a new main game for me coming up, with everybody just talking about it and the TikToks and the reels and all of that I was seeing, but knowing that like the sound design is going to be the same people as well, I'm pumped.
Yeah,
I'm
and
really
Mark,
excited.
they're good at like building a world without like actually building a world, I guess. Like
Yeah.
Speranza kind of feels lived in, even though it's kind of just menus.
Mm-hmm.
And like the lore around the finals and stuff like that. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, I agree. They
Yeah,
did a
I've
really
never
good
played
job with
Finals,
that.
but
All of that stuff in this game, like all the supplemental like information that you get, especially just doing the quests. Like when you're in the main menus, like you go to the traders menu and they all have quests for you, and like everything kind of gets like explained by them, like as you complete like the objectives and stuff. And I will say this too, Steven, you only got to experience the very first map that the game has. I will say all of the other ones, especially, what is the one, Lee, is it called Blue Earth? Is that the one I'm thinking of? It's like massive. It is so incredibly big. Like I think
I've got the menu pulled up. Blue Gate.
Blue Gate, maybe.
Buried City is the sand map with the metro trains running through the bottom.
Yeah, I think it's
Spaceport. I haven't been there yet.
Yeah, we went to Spaceport once, but Blue Gate, is that the one you said?
Blue Gate, yeah, that's the one I just unlocked. I haven't done that one yet. It
This
looks huge, and that's where the Baron is, right? Like the biggest spot. That's like 10 times bigger than the big bot on the original map too. It's like,
yes, it is nuts how big it is, and there's like a mission that takes you from the start of it all the way through the end of it, and they're kind of like explaining the history of Ark and the person that figured out how to like kill them, like actually stop the robots, even though they're still rampant and have taken over the surface. It's so interesting. Like it's really good. And like during my solo queue time with the game, I've played about 13 or 14 hours of it so far. I've mainly just been focusing on unlocking all of the workbenches, which I just did like the other day, and now working on upgrading all of them so I can like craft better loot and equipment, upgrade weapons, things like that. But all of the lore, like the bits and pieces of lore and history of the world that you get throughout doing those quests, it's really interesting, and it makes you want to keep doing them and like keep going, like keep progressing in all these quests. They're not just for items. It's actually really good world building.
Do you one of the pressures about the game is, if you get killed in the world, you lose your stuff.
Yeah.
Do you feel like they've kind of made it easier? Like, I'm just thinking the way you're talking about workbenches. Am I just going to, instead of like being like, I got the gun I want, is it just going to be like, let me make 10 of the guns that I like. So if I lose one, I got 9 more type thing. You know what I'm saying?
I would
a little
say
less pressure.
there's different ways to do it too. Like you don't have to rely on crafting. Like you can use the free loadouts. You get a random weapon. If it's one you like, just keep it in your stash. Just kind of stock up on those.
That's really cool.
The same happens with ammo and healing items, like basic healing items, even things like smoke grenades. You load in with a free kit, there's a chance you get some of that stuff, and if you extract with it, you get to keep it for free. So I haven't had a problem with ammo or anything like that. But yeah, there's other ways to get guns too. You can straight up just buy them from the traders. You can learn how to craft them and upgrade them yourself. Instead of like worrying about running out. And that's the great thing about the free kits is like if you wanted to just do PvP and waste all your ammo shooting at everything on the map, you could just do that until you run out and then just run free kits until you restock your stuff. Not really a big deal. So I do like that. And when you run with a non-free kit, like if you run with a custom kit, you do get a safe pocket, or sometimes you can get more than one, where you can, if you put something in that safe pocket in your inventory, you extract with it even if you die. You get to take it back with you. So that's a nice feature. And one other thing to add on top of that is blueprints. So like if there's like a higher tier weapon or something that you want to build, you can find the blueprint and extract with it, and that way you can learn how to craft those like higher tier, those like the best weapons in the game too. So that's another way you can kind of mitigate some of that stress and anxiety about, you know, the permadeath aspect of it, if you will.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, and then even the
that
nice thing
sounds
about
great.
the long term is that they're not forcing wipes like, you know, they do in
Yeah.
Tarkov every couple months. Let's just wipe the whole everything, all of your progress.
I was
is
wondering
reset.
about that.
Yeah, they've said that
It's
they're
like
not forcing
optional,
it, but you
right?
can. Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's like something that unlocks in a few weeks, but it's called like, I don't remember what it's called, expeditions or something like that. Once you get to a certain level, then you have access to this, and you can kind of like pour some of your gear and stuff into it to kind of pay for whatever caravan that you're building. Blah. I don't know exactly all of the proper words and details for it, but I do know that once you're done with that, you can unlock a few things, but you reset your account. So you'll have to start over with your skill tree. You'll have to start over with your blueprints and stuff like that. But you'll unlock permanently like more slots in your stash instead of having to buy those as you go. Because like you can spend so many credits to unlock 24 new slots and something like that. Like my next unlock slot is like 40,000 credits, so I've got to find some stuff
Yeah,
and
it's
then bring it back and
expensive.
sell it. So it builds up, but it's like there is reward for resetting your account and starting from scratch, because some of that stuff can stick with your account permanently. Or you can just say, hey, I'm casual, I'm just gonna go for blueprints and be a completionist in that sense, and I'll play until I get all that stuff, and I won't bother with resetting any of my account stuff. So it's even more encouraging for the accessibility.
Dude, that's so great, because I think that's what honestly like Destiny is missing, and maybe that they're exploring a little bit now, is this like idea of like the FOMO was cool when the game was accessible and fun and they had a good rhythm, and then they changed that rhythm up, and now it feels exhausting to try and keep up. Part of that's the community's fault, part of that's their fault for listening to the community and not building a game that they knew would be able to be sustainable long term. Talking about Destiny here, but like to me, like this optional reset, dude, that's the way to do it. Because like then too, you're almost guaranteeing, if you're a casual player, that you're gonna feel powerful every once in a while, as the sweaty people decide to reset their classes, reset their accounts. People who don't are gonna feel more powerful in the world. It's kind of like a self-balancing, a self match made. What am I trying to say? Like a PvP style where they skill-based matchmaking. Like it kind of like self-corrects in that way.
Oh yeah.
Which sounds really cool.
Like a meta.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, and it's like if you don't want to have to be like super sweaty and reset to get the best stuff,
I-
you'll be strong for a while.
I like that too. I'm not a hardcore player by any means. Like Escape from Tarkov is way too hardcore for me. But I do like that option for the hardcore players, because like a lot of them have been grinding this game nonstop since it came out, and they're already so far into it. Like the wipes give you another chance, like a fresh start again. So you kind of get that sense of progression back. Like I'm going kind of back a little bit, like obviously keeping all of your knowledge and your skill and everything else like that, but at least getting to kind of start over in a way and like freshen up the game again.
It's probably helpful to more casual players too, that the pros are wiping every now and then.
Yeah.
Lee, I know you got to
wonder
leave
how
just a
that'll all
second.
play out.
I don't know. We'll find out. Do you have any crazy stories? That's kind of one of the biggest parts of this game, is like talking about the crazy escape I had last night type thing. Do you have any like wild stories like that?
Well, yesterday we were playing with a couple guys in the clan, the Anthonys. One of them, our clan leader.
Nice.
I think, I don't know. Ant's been on the podcast before, hasn't he?
Yep.
Maybe you talked
Yeah,
about some
yeah.
stuff. And then we just jumped in and ran into 4 different teams.
Shoot.
So we took down 3 teams, and then that 4th team caught up to us when we were heading to extract, and then they took us out. But it was just this constant back and forth of like I was trying to sweep around, and we're on comms. We're under fire. One of us goes down. I'm trying to sweep around so that I can get the jump on them through another doorway because we're in this building that has a couple corridors. And then their third guy had gone into another hallway across this bridge, and I was thinking I was going to be able to turn around and catch the first guy. But then this third guy sneaks up behind me, shoots me in the back. I go down, but then one of the flying arc enemies, hears all this commotion and comes into this. There's a little opening in this building for him to come down a couple floors, and he floats down and shoots this guy who's trying to kill me because I'm down, crawling back to the doorway where my buddies are. Shoots him before he can kill me, knocks him down. I get around the corner, I get rezzed by my teammates, and then we end up are able to take out this team completely, looting them, getting whatever gear, and then moving on before another team sneaks up on us. And we were like out of health, out of heals and shield stuff, and it was just like we were hanging on for bare life. So it wasn't like we were going to survive much longer unless we extracted and this other team caught up with us. But it was like to see the environment participating in the battle that we were having and making a difference on the outcome for us. I mean, it was cool, and it's exhilarating in a sense, because like it makes the world a little unpredictable, and knowing that you can either work well with a team, or while you're under attack, they can also get attacked. Everything's up in the air. It makes for some really fun gameplay, I think.
Yeah,
It's really intense.
yeah.
Really
We
good.
had a couple encounters the night I played. One of them was like snipers from a mile away on a roof, which was annoying. One of them was, I think we were at Spaceport, and the guys killed us on top,
Yeah.
and Austin kept being the only one left, and he's like crawling away, and the guy's like, "Where you going? Where you going?" I think if I remember correctly. He kills him. But we did have one encounter where we were able to defeat them. It was like we were waiting for the subway train or something like that, and yeah, it gets
Yeah, it was one
intense.
of those extract zones where it was like the only way into them is like 2 staircases on opposite sides of the train tracks,
Mhm.
and then like the doors open and you can cross between the train, like, and that's like the only cover is the spot on the tram where the doors are, where there are no doors, and we were just kind of circling around and going like in and out of the doors between like crossing over the train tracks, like back and forth, and we just eventually just cat and moused our way out of it and got the hits that we needed. It was great.
Yeah. Final thoughts before we break, Lee. Final thoughts.
I think it's worth spending $40 on. They're a smaller studio. They're putting a lot of effort and love and care into the game. So if you like supporting gaming for the right reasons, it's worth trying out, I think. And if you need any friends and people to play with, shoot us a message in the Moviga Discord, and we'll put some squads together.
Hop in Discord. Awesome. Do you agree? You concur?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's so much fun. Even if you're not, like I said before, if you're not super into the multiplayer aspect of it, of course this is like an online only type of game, but the solo queue is so much fun if you want to go at your own pace, experience the story and the world building. It's a great game. I love it. For $40, I think it's amazing.
All right,
I do have one final thought too,
Yes.
and I think I've said this to you guys. If any of you guys liked the original Division 1 Dark Zone,
Oh, yeah.
you will
Yeah,
absolutely love this game. That's
Dark Zone scared me.
the closest comparison I can come up with for what this game actually does feel like, and it's
Dude.
That's a good
Division 1
comparison.
Darkness Zone.
Good
Yeah.
times. I wish the game had some quests like Division had. Maybe eventually. Where it was like specific villains or something you had to take down. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm sure there's going to be at some point like, hey, you got to take out this, because I don't think they're going to pit anybody against our players, right?
Yeah.
'Cause you can't put a hit out on somebody, but it's
Working.
all about taking out arc. There's already minor quests where you need to take out specific arc type enemies. So hey, maybe there'll be some serious boss fights that everybody gets to go on after. Because I mean,
That
the
would
big
be
ones,
awesome.
they take big teams of people all on the same server saying, hey, let's go attack this together. Because
yeah.
a 3-man team has a much harder time taking on some of these big bosses. So
That's
Yeah.
crazy. Well, give it a shot. I'm going to give it a shot. Yeah, like Lee said, if you're interested in playing, grab it and hop on our Discord, and we'll try to play together as well. Lee, appreciate you.
Hey, man.
Thanks for hopping in.
Thanks for having me.
Always a treasure. Always a treat. All for our viewers over at Moviga.
Since I don't get to do my showcase.
Dude,
show and tell.
Oh, yeah.
the
Borderless
$1
One
billion
Ring
dollar
foil.
The
One
one.
Ring.
The one.
Yep.
Love it. All right, appreciate you, Lee. We're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Bye.
Time codes. Austin, you got time codes? You know how to do that?
Thanks, guys.
Lee,
Had fun.
appreciate you.
Yeah, man.
See you in a
Lee,
couple
thanks
months
for joining.
when
That was
Rings of
great.
Power season 3.
Oh, frick yes, dude. Dude, all the behind the scenes stuff, I'm just like, I'm so excited for it, dude.
All right, I'm about
Anyway.
to screw up your overlay, so
Oh crap, you're right. Ready? And 3, 2, 1, execute.
Bye, Lee.
goodbye.
Oh man, Lee doesn't know how to
Aw, man.
count.
Oh, apparently. I've been taking time codes, but the old way, not because I couldn't figure out how to do. Dude.
Why am I, dude? Everybody does.
I can't figure out how to do the in YouTube Studio. I can't figure out how to like watch it live because I'm not the stream host or whatever. But
I think as long as it's to your audio, it should be good, right?
yeah,
So
that's
that-
Lee said that's been working this whole time since the YouTube
Right.
move. So
He'll
I think
figure
it's
it out,
fine.
dude. I'm not worried about it.
Since we're on
Looks-
break, I need to go just check on Arden. He's been a little sick today. He
Oh, no.
is in bed, so he should be asleep. I just got to go check and make sure.
All right, we'll do a talk nerdy to me while you're gone.
Okay.
My this is the downside of wireless lights. One of my picture lights died.
Oh.
Here's
Dude,
my talk nerd to me.
yeah,
You ready for this?
exceptional.
You ready for this?
I'm ready.
This is like $120 at Target. I got it off Marketplace for $60. He wanted 80, and I was like, "Would you take 60?" He was like, "Meet me right now with cash," and I was like, "You got it." The boy who lived come to die.
Oh, frick yeah, dude.
You know, this is why I was texting you guys about Harry Potter the other night because I was building it. I'm not like the biggest Harry Potter fan. I like Harry Potter, especially the
Yeah.
first 3. We were at a friend's house several years ago, and they had one of the Hogwarts sets, and it was at Christmas time, and they had like lights in it, and I was like, that moment changed me forever. Anytime, so now I got the Lego Hogwarts Chamber of Secrets from JanPay back in the day, won the giveaway, and I put lights in that every year for Christmas and put on our mantle, and now we got freaking Hogwarts Express to go with it, dude.
Dude, that's
Yeah,
freaking
baby.
sick, dude.
Anyway, what's Calvin talking about over here, dude? The agenda is next. We're gonna do top 3. Calvin, that's fine. Harry Potter is nothing compared to Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings is like, that should be your goal
Yeah.
in life. It should
Yeah.
be like Bible, Lord of the Rings. Okay,
What?
am I right?
Yeah, I mean, from what I heard, yeah.
Yeah, so it checks out. But, you should like look up why Lord of the Rings is so beloved. Whoa!
No, you should just watch
What's
it.
up, franchise addicts? Thanks for the follow. It's like Tolkien spent
Don't do that. Just
decades.
just watch it.
Yeah, do that too. But Tolkien spent like decades building a world. It's like unlike anything else. You know what I'm saying? Everything has like thousands of years of history that he's like meticulously put together. So it's dope. Name a good
Yeah,
movie
dude,
that I absolutely need to watch. Promise I haven't seen it. Oh,
Lord of the Rings, easy. I mean, it's one of the most awarded trilogies of all time, like, in every sense. Like, I
Calvin.
don't care if you're even like super into that world. They're just amazing. They're just great movies, and it's awesome to watch. And I think they're like, people always talk about like, well, it's not completely accurate to the book. Shut up, nerd. The movies are
got
amazing.
him, dude.
They're really great adaptations of the books.
they are.
As far as like even just the cinematic ones, the obviously the extended editions have more detail, which is nice if you're like really into it. I think the cinematic editions, I'll be completely honest. Like personally, I prefer.
I prefer them
the-
too.
The cinematic
Controversially.
ones. Yeah, like to me, the pacing and the flow makes a little bit more sense, And even though the extended editions definitely have more detail that expand the story.
And they're amazing. Like,
Yeah.
not saying they're not incredible movies.
Definitely. It's like I said about the Ghost of Tsushima, Ghost of Yote thing, where I'm like, to me, Ghost of Tsushima is like a 10 out of 10, and Ghost of Yote is like a 9.8 out of 10. It's like I prefer Ghost of Tsushima, not because it's so much better, but just because that story so far has plucked on my heartstrings a little more. I feel the same way about the extended editions and the theatrical releases. Where the theatrical release is like a 10 out of 10 for me, and the extended's like a 9.9. Like, they're obviously both incredible, but those are movies I would suggest to anybody, not just you specifically, Calvin.
Austin, check out Kratos in the chat, dude.
Dude,
We got some money.
Oh, dude,
love.
that's a freaking great one too, dude. That's a great
sir.
movie, dude. Great movie.
I watched
good
it for the
payoff.
first time with Austin.
you
Really?
know what's
Many
that was a great time.
years ago.
You know what's another great movie that people should watch? Just please watch Bullet Train. Please watch Bullet Train.
I need to watch
dude.
It's literally on my. Haley and I
cool.
wanted to watch it when it like came out. Like
Yeah,
we put
same.
it on our list, and then because I was like, dude, this looks amazing, and it's kind of fallen by the wayside. We need to put it back on the. top
I
list.
was like watching every trailer, like so stoked for it. I think at one point I was like, it's kind of the movie I'm most excited about this year, and then I just totally missed it. And I bought it when it was on sale one time, and I still haven't watched it. We rarely watch movies these days.
I'm gonna run to the restroom.
Okay, good
I'll be
luck.
right back. You guys can go without me if you want, and I can hop back in.
Whoa.
I'll be right back.
Okay,
We can't actually do that because we need to do the greeting.
let's just do the entire podcast without him.
Okay.
Franchise
I was
Addicts.
hoping you would say that.
Thanks for the follow. Honestly, I don't know how that works, but we got a thing. I don't know how it all ties into it all ties into Streamlabs, but appreciate you, Kratos. Welcome.
Yeah.
I mean, we can start. Should we start?
Okay, I'm fine. Yeah, I'm good with. Yeah, I'm good with it.
I don't know how we'll start without him. Oh wait, can't do it without him, dude.
No, of course not. We can't do the entire podcast without him, like you wanted to.
Yeah, exactly.
There was some. I wish Lee could have stayed on a little longer, but
I know.
'cause
I know.
man, I had like the past couple of days playing Arc Raiders. Has
Just
been
talk
so
about
much
in your top
fun.
three a little bit. Say what you didn't get to
Okay.
say in your top three. Well, that's probably
Yeah.
all we'll do, to be honest.
True. Yeah, I'll do that. I was I was gonna try to make a joke earlier and say, Steven, what did you mention before the break about XY topic, knowing that we have to go back in time to record the
Yeah, dude. Steven, you mentioned you've
been.
been playing Ghost of Yote
You mentioned you've been skiing in
earlier.
Florida recently. Yeah.
Dude, yeah, and then I would be tied to make that story. That reminds me of one of my
So
favorite
funny.
moments from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air when Will has to like stick with a story, and he dressed up as Ashley's dad or something like that to meet a teacher, and then he sees her like as himself, and he's like, "Nice to meet you for the first time ever in life," and he just keeps being like, "For the first time ever in life." And then, yeah, dude, great episode.
Oh my
Classic.
gosh, what a good
Classic Will
gag.
Smith.
That's
What a guy, dude. Shout out
What a
Will
guy.
Smith, dude. Stop. I'm an Abazar, dude.
Watch Will, y'all.
Oh, watch Will. Calvin says whenever Brian says he has to pee, it's always poop. So,
He would only know that if he was in there with me.
dude, what if we did the wrap up right now? Would that be crazy?
No, I can
Just mess Lee all up, dude.
He's probably just gonna upload the VOD anyway.
True. Let's do the wrap up, dude. For those of you who are maybe joining us now and have no idea what we're doing, we normally record our podcast sequentially, but to let Lee be part of it, we had to do it a little bit out of order. So we've done our middle, We've done the thorax. Now we're gonna do the caboose. Oh, never mind. Brian's back. We'll do the outro or do the intro.
Oh,
There he is.
Okay, cool.
There he is. We're done.
Perfect.
Sorry.
Just kidding. All right, here we go. Ready? Austin's got his Cardinal Cup. We're ready to go.
North.
Dude. Here we go. Ready?
Dude.
Welcome to the Moviga podcast, where we are talking all things movies, video games, and more. My name is Steven, and joined today by Austin
Greetings.
and Byron.
What up?
What up?
What?
What's up, guys?
I had to change it up. Usually I say hello, but
Oh,
today
true, dude. You're a
Change it
new
up,
man.
yeah.
You're a new
I'm
man.
Wondering what was going on? Huh?
I've just decided to follow my heart, you know?
Dude, hollow your fart, dude. Heavenly farts.
Dude, speaking of hollow, man, can I dive
Oh.
straight into my top 3?
No.
Oh my!
There's
Okay,
but
never
you
mind.
can foreshadow it. You can foreshadow it. Welcome,
Okay, well,
everybody.
It's hollow.
Oh, crap. Brian's been canoeing. He's been kayaking. Welcome, everybody. We got a crazy show for you tonight. We've got a very special guest coming up next. Those watching us live already know who it is, because you can watch us live every Moviga Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern over at youtube.com/@MovigaPodcast. Shout out to the chat. We'd love for you to join us there. My music just stopped for some reason, but we're going to bring it back. But you can also check us out at movigapodcast.com. Every link you'll ever need for life is there. Follow us on YouTube. Hop on our Discord. Be a part of the conversation. We'd love to do some talk nerdy to me's in there. Just talk about what you're watching, playing. Maybe play some games. Maybe play some Arc Raiders. Hello.
Yes, sir.
So hop on the Discord. Come hang out with us. Follow us on social media at Moviga Podcast on Instagram and Facebook. Follow us wherever you listen to podcasts. Audio goes live every Friday, so we want to stay up to date on that. But we're glad you're here. Last week was Halloween. We had our Halloweeny episode. And talked about the week before that we had spooky, scary horror episode
Yeah, the worst
with
one. of the
Austin,
year.
Justin, and Josh, and then we had our Halloweeny episode for us who just like Hocus Pocus and Halloween Town. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, even those are too much for me, man. I've never
it's a
seen
little
any.
scary, dude. Yeah, it's a little scary, dude. But we're here to party tonight. We're gonna be talking Arc Raiders, the biggest game right now
Of all
before
time.
of all ever. But before we get to that, you already know it's top 3 time. Popcorn. Byron.
That's it.
We already know one of yours.
I've been playing a game and really enjoying it called Peak. That game is fun as crap, dude. It's one of those games that's like if you haven't seen it on like honestly, even if you are not super into the gaming world, you've probably seen it on TikTok or Reels or whatever, where the whole goal of the game is to climb to the top of, is it 3?
It's like 3 plus
three,
an extra.
three
or
different
something like that.
worlds or whatever. Like
Yeah.
there's 3 different like biomes or whatever.
Yeah.
And
You got to do it all in
it's-
one go.
all in one go. It's pretty difficult, but in a really fun way. Like the difficulty is completely dependent on your team, the items you get, cooperation. We have been very much using, it's prox chat based.
Mhm.
And so, like, when I play it, it's been me, Jeff, friend of the show, Jeff Ryland, and Mikey, playing together for the most part. And it's been super fun. But that's basically it. We have not beat it yet. But we've been playing it. We've gotten all the way up to the 3rd biome, the snow world, or whatever. So it's usually like desert, then jungle, then like snow.
Yeah, so there's
As far
like
as
four
what I've played.
4 levels and then like an extra final stretch, basically.
Okay. And
It's not
it's
as
been
it doesn't
really
take as
fun.
long as the other biomes to get through.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
yeah.
I've been having a blast with it.
Austin
To
and
be
I
honest.
received the patches, though we did play on Baby Weenie Hunt General. Tenderfoot, is that what it's called?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is just a casual.
We've been playing on the normal one because we're not, lame.
Wait, Tenderfoot
you
is
know.
normal, right?
I don't know, whatever the normal one is.
No,
We-
it's
I'll say we have not changed it. So whatever the one that
yeah.
it
it's
is.
not.
is
It's the easy mode. There's easy and normal.
And we
and
played on
Tenderfoot
easy?
is- Yeah.
Oh my god. That was easy.
So we
Okay.
we did use the glitch with the cannon.
Oh wait,
it's
is that
been
still
so
a thing?
fun. You like put the
Still
backpack
works.
in it and then like spam the play dead emote
Yeah.
and it'll launch you like 7,000 meters in the air.
I
Nice.
didn't think that still worked. That's awesome though. That's fun.
You die, but you get
Oh,
badges and
okay.
stuff. So like you can't really use it to
to win
I guess maybe unless you have balloons or something. I don't really know. Excuse me.
Ooh, sleepy.
To get, I guess to cheat. I guess
Right.
cheat the
yeah,
climb.
to win. Well,
But,
you
um,
used to be able to do that.
Okay. For
So
us, we
that
did
made
it
that-
just for funsies and literally died so quick.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
But it's been really fun. It's a fun game, like to kind of every once in a while sabotage your friends and throw a banana peel or throw a coconut at their face, and so that's been really fun. We've been having a blast just like cracking up playing it. I did play some of the Destiny 2, the Festival of the Lost, the Halloween event they have.
Oh, okay.
And unfortunately, it's amazing. It's really good. I say unfortunately because like Destiny is in such a bad spot right now as far as PR and community wise that like even wins kind of are coming across bad. Or like coming across poorly where it's like, oh well, oh you can do this well but you can't do this. And so it kind of just sucks in general as a fan of the game. The game still feels really, really great to play. Like, the gunplay, the movement, all of that, like, is all still 10 out of 10 for me. Jeff and I played it a bit the other day and had a blast playing the new Halloween event. There's cool loot, cool cosmetics, nothing really to complain about, but people are finding a way. And it's hard to blame them. To be completely honest, it's hard to blame them. The leadership of Bungie and some of the other stuff has just really been disappointing lately. It makes it hard to root for them. It really does. Even though I still am, but so I've been playing that, and then last but not least, I've been playing Balatro again.
Nice.
I'm on the very, very last difficulty, the golden chip, I guess. I don't know, golden difficulty.
Oh gosh.
I can't do it. It's so freaking hard. But I'm having a blast trying. And
Balatro's a great game.
yeah, it's so addicting. Oh, and I mean, I'll honorable mention, I'm still playing Silksong, Hollow Knight Silksong,
Nice.
which is just incredible. All the people whining about it being too hard are probably just really bad at playing video games,
Dude, I hope that has all stopped or slowed down because
Yeah.
come on. It's ridiculous.
It's not that hard. It really isn't.
Got him.
Popcorn Steven.
Oh, got him. Me personally, other than the usuals, I feel like the last 3 weeks I've said like the Lowdown, the Chair Company. I'm just watching them weekly, so still enjoying those. But I've been listening to the Fellowship of the Ring audiobook, and I'm about halfway through and super loving it. I hate reading. I love those movies so much, and I'm 32 now, I think, and never read the books, and I've tried a few times, and I'm just like, oh, these words, but I heard Andy Serkis's reading of it The audiobook is super good, and I've been enjoying it. It's so great to finally like know a little bit more about some of the lore, like even some of the lore behind the ring wraiths that is kind of alluded to in the movies, but never really explained in detail. Like there's the scene under the like tree roots in Fellowship where the ring wraith is kind of like sniffing, and in the book it talks about how like they can't really see in the physical realm, they kind of have to smell, something like that, or look for shadows, something like that. And I talk about how great it is to learn that, and then I already forgot. But it's something like that. In the moment, I was like, "Oh, dude, that makes sense." So there's some stuff that like is in the books that's just not in the movies at all, or that is kind of alluded to in the movies, and now it's like, "Oh, now I know why they were doing that." So that's super cool. Definitely understand why Tom Bombadil wasn't in the movies. Kind of annoying,
right?
Kind of annoying, and maybe it's just Andy Serkis's voice as Tom Bombadil, which sounds like a hater thing to say, but it's like so like anytime I hear I'm like, oh, this guy again, here we go. But no, I'm absolutely loving it. Andy Serkis is incredible in the way he just does all the different voices, so you always know who's talking. Great, can't recommend it enough. I'm listening to it on Spotify Premium. I was paying for Audible for so long until I found it was on Premium. I think it may have swapped because suddenly it wasn't on Audible anymore, and then it was on Spotify. I don't know, but if you got Spotify Premium, you can listen to it there. Very much enjoying it. I'm at the Watcher in the Water at Moria right now, so
Oh, yes, sir.
it's great.
Good stuff.
I have been listening to Dream Orbit on Spotify. This is kind of random, but I don't know. I just was trying to think of something different other than the lowdown. Speaking of Lord of the Rings, it's kind of like it's like I sent it to you guys at some point. It's kind of Lord of the Rings meets like Blade Runner. Like it's very atmospheric, synthy, and there's a ton of songs like the Rohan theme, the Shire, Rivendell, but then there's stuff like Wandering Day, or I think Misty Mountains. The Road Goes Ever On and On. Is that what it's called?
Yeah. Yep.
So yeah, there's a lot there, and Last March of the Ents, the Uruk-hai, stuff like that, and it all just sounds like you almost feel like you're listening to Blade Runner, but it's Lord of the Rings music. So I would check it out. It's like I don't know.
It's
how
a
it
cool
works.
fusion.
Yeah, and so it's Dream Orbit and Chill Astronaut, who I used to listen to a lot, doing like lo-fi covers of like, you know, Star Wars, Harry Potter, like all the cool nerdy franchises, Game of Thrones. But this, I guess he worked with Dream Orbit to do like more synthy, Blade Runner ish type stuff. So yeah, go give it a listen. It's really cool. Other than that, I've been playing Ghosts of Yote a ton.
Bro.
A little bit of Arc Raiders, foreshadowing into our future conversation. But Ghosts of Yote, yeah, I'm like 30 hours in, and I'm with Brian in that I just love Jin so much from Ghost of Tsushima, and I think when it's a story that like totally makes sense, like the setting calls for the story and vice versa, if that makes sense.
Yes, yeah. No, dude, spot on. That's the best description I think I've heard so far.
Yeah.
Like, yeah,
so
that's
like
great.
It's like the end of the samurai, and the whole tension of the story is like him either sticking with the tradition of the samurai or embracing, you know, a more playing dirty, in quotes, method of saving his people. So the whole, just that story is just so great. Ghost of Yote is a little bit more just like a revenge story, so it's not quite as like it could be at any time period. For the most part, there is some stuff. I do like that. You know, obviously it's a female protagonist this time, and they call her the Onryo, which is like typically like a female ghost back for revenge or something like that. So like it makes sense. Like her character makes sense. It's really cool. And I've talked before about how Jin was like there to save his people and save the island, so it was easy to like I don't know, I guess relate to him, and whenever he would try to help people, it's like, yeah, we're trying to clear the island and save people. Whereas her, it's like she kind of came back for revenge, but then she's helping people find stuff. It feels a little more disconnected. But after like 30 hours, definitely, I know it would be the case. Austin mentioned this, where she really just grows on you. And so I've finished the like Kitsune thread. And yeah, I mean the Oni was great, the Kitsune was great. Now I have got the Saito brothers, and then eventually Lord Saito. I kind of went with, they say you can. It's kind of open to where you can you can take on whoever whenever you want to. I don't see how it would have been any other way. So I first did Oni because she mentioned it, and then she mentioned the Kitsune after Oni. So I was like, okay, they probably want me to go this way. But like, I'm sure there's a way that they lined everything up to where you couldn't get too far in one thread. But like, that's the path that I've gone so far, and it's worked out well. It's felt seamless, and it makes sense story wise. Although you did have to like go further up north into the map, like past a Saito brothers mark to get to Kitsune, which I was like, shoot, should I do Saito first? I don't know. But dude, I just like. Literally, I just love Ghost of Tsushima so much because of Jin and that story. But like everything else about Ghost of Yotei, pretty much like is better. The weapons, the world is, oh my gosh, like easily the most beautiful game I've ever played. Not just like the graphics are good, but like the setting, everything, and the way there's no HUD. For the most part, you're just like clopping around on your horse, and like it's the most beautiful landscapes and particles and triangles.
I think this, like the art design and the use of color is like, I've never seen anything at this level in a game, especially not in an open world game like this. To how good, just how incredible everything looks like. You could just pause your game and take a screenshot, and it looks like you went into photo mode. And
it's kind of annoying because I go into photo mode all the time because I'm just like, oh, dude, and I'll like take a screenshot.
It looks too
and like
good.
mid fight sometimes I'm like, ooh, let me get the blood slinging, around the sword. So sick.
That's awesome.
But yeah, I am not surprised that I'm loving the game as much as I am. Sucker Punch is great. I loved Ghost of Tsushima. And yeah, I can't get enough of it. Whenever I get a chance, I'm trying to play that. So it's good stuff.
Dude, that's been my biggest problem with it is time.
Yeah,
I want to play it. I can't.
It's nice that it's one of those games where you can hop in and go find a fox den or wolf cave or whatever real quick, and then hop back out. That's kind of how I've been playing. I mean, I'm at like 30 hours now, so I've had a few nights where I was able to play a lot, but for the most part it's just kind of been like an hour here, an hour there, play for a little bit. And I can't get enough of it. So good. Popcorn Austin.
I've also been playing Ghost of Yotei. I beat it last week, and after about 90 something hours, maybe like in between 92 to 95 hours. So I just wanted to mention, like, this game is amazing all the way through to the end. It's so good. The characters, like Atsu doesn't like immediately grab you. Like you don't feel like as sympathetic towards her, even though like what she went through was like very traumatic. Like the reason why she's going for revenge on the Yotei 6, and that's a good premise. I do like it.
It's like objectively sad, and you feel bad for her, but the game doesn't make you. The story doesn't make you feel it yet.
Yeah,
it kind of takes.
But
its
it does.
Time.
It does. Yeah, but I will say the characters just get better and better like as the game goes on, even though it's like a very long runtime of a game. I would say I mean I did a ton of side content. I have like almost 70% of trophies in the game. I have spent 90 plus hours on it. I've done a lot. I just wanted to mention that too, because I really spent so much time on it and didn't get to mention it much during the last couple the last couple of weeks. But yeah, great game. I know it'll be up for some awards. The Game Awards is coming up like early December, first couple weeks of December, and I know it's going to be up for something. If it's not up for
Dude,
art
it needs to
direction,
be.
then
No Naughty
Yeah.
Dog to go up against this year.
yeah, that's true.
I will say,
haven't been for 6 years, but
I will say, the lack of transmog is sad because Tsushima was the same way.
It's there, right? But
No.
within the armor sets, within the
Yeah,
individual
because like I got Shonen or Shogun Kitsune armor, and I love the way it looks at level 1. And as you upgrade it, more crap gets piled onto you. You got like a fur, feather, shawl, and stuff like that. And I'm like, dude, I like the way
it looked
level 1.
no, that looks awesome. No,
I
no,
just like the sleek.
upgraded-
No, you can change it within the armor, like within the same armor set. You can pick whatever you want.
Are you sure?
Yep.
Austin, can you confirm this? I thought like once
I
you upgrade it,
I
it's
do
stuck.
it right now. Yeah, I'm doing it right
Brian sounds very confident, so
now. Yeah,
I trust him.
you
Which
can
is
go
rare.
in. You can't transmog between armor sets, from what I can tell.
Okay,
Yeah,
like,
that's
if I'm
I know that's
wearing-
not a thing.
but I can make it
I'm
look
wearing,
like
like-
level 1 even though it's level 4.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Then I'm about
That's
to
cool.
be leveling up. Good to
Yeah, you can do that.
know.
It's
the, like Shogun
yeah,
armor.
it's not intuitive. Like they don't whatever. But you can like go into the armor set and you like go choose which one you want.
Okay,
That's cool.
the Shogun armor and the Dragonfly armor is dope. Austin, did you get the Dragonfly armor?
Of course.
Dude.
I got a lot of armor sets. I got to tell you this much: the Undying
Yeah,
armor set. Yeah, they're not much better than that one.
I know, and that was
except-
like the first one I got, and I hate when I do that
I know,
Mm.
because
but
it makes
I will
it less
say
fun
this:
to-
the Onryo armor like increases its level by story progression, and by the end of it, bro, make sure you go to the Black Dye Merchant. For that one,
Oh,
yeah.
frick
because
yeah,
it
dude. I
is
found-
so sick.
I found one of them already, and I was like, oh, heck
One of the
yeah,
dye
marker.
merchants. Yeah,
I
dude,
do
so good.
I do think I like these armor sets more than Tsushima.
Oh yeah.
I feel
oh,
like
yeah.
in Tsushima,
Oh, yeah.
like there were a couple where I was like, oh, one of these two. This one, I'm like, every one so far, I'm like, frick, I like that
Yeah,
one too.
they're all really cool. Yeah, but I'll go ahead and get into my top 3 real quick, and I won't spend too much time because I do want to talk about one of them later with our special guest upcoming. But yeah, I watched the first episode of It, Welcome to Derry on HBO Max. This is the prequel to the Andy Muschietti directed It Part 1 and Chapter 2. And this is like, it feels a lot like that, and it's also Bill Skarsgård reprising the role as Pennywise, even though he does not appear like he did at least in the first episode so far. The second episode is out. It came out on Halloween, but I just haven't got a chance to watch that one yet. But I wanted to mention it because this is like I feel like this franchise, or like this IP, this property was so big. Like when it came out in 2017, I think that's when Part 1 came out. I feel like people were all over it because of like the Stranger Things like revitalized the kid ensemble cast, like that old school Stephen King vibe, and It Part 1 did that so well. And then It Chapter 2, like not being as good, like killed a lot of that vibe, and then being such a long time between that and now this show, I feel like there's not a ton of hype for this. And honestly, I don't think people know that it's directly related to those movies, because I definitely did not. I thought this was just HBO
Dude, I
doing
didn't know this
another
existed
spin-off.
until right
Yeah,
now.
right. Right. But yeah, it's going to be like, a typical HBO miniseries where it's going to be like 8 episodes or so. Each episode's going to be like an hour long, and it's going to follow a very similar formula as like the first movie, where it's like a group of kids like discovering Pennywise and what he's doing and being affected by a tragedy caused by him, and hopefully, stopping him, or figuring out a way to do so. But this is a prequel, In during like the opening credits and stuff, it does say that it's based off of the Stephen King novel, not just like the characters or stuff like that. So I wonder if this is like going to contain things that were in the book but weren't included in part 1 and part 2, something like that.
Yeah.
But that first episode really left an impression. I'll say that much. It was pretty insane. Like very, very shocking. Very like, I won't spoil anything, but like content warning in terms of like violence.
Pass.
And yeah, it's pretty nuts. Yeah, I was surprised by it. Also, there's a couple of different characters that seem really interesting. Like there's this military guy. He's like an Air Force pilot, and he's like being brought to this secret military base in Derry because of his like specialization, and there's some kind of anomaly that the military is investigating in Derry that's probably related to Pennywise or whatever. But I was like, this is a kind of a cool thread. I can see this being probably like one of the more interesting parts of the show. So I'm excited to watch more. Welcome to Derry on HBO Max. So far, so good. And then, secondly, another game that came out recently, The Outer Worlds 2 by Obsidian Entertainment, who earlier this year released Avowed. This one is also a day one Game Pass release, although it is on everything, all platforms except for Switch. And this is a follow-up to The Outer Worlds from I think 2019. And it's like it's an Obsidian RPG. There's like a pretty good character creator, and then it's not exactly like Fallout New Vegas or any of the Fallout games where it's like a true open world. It's more of like these open environments, which Brian and I have talked about before, kind of liking that style of level design where you can be a lot more intentional about all like the actual design of all the levels, because they're not as big. It's not one big open world. It's a bunch of like slightly bigger levels that kind of interconnect through, loading screens, whether it be through doors or fast travel or, space flight, whatever. But yeah, this game, it looked amazing from all the trailers, and I'm excited to dive more into it. I got through the first couple of missions so far, and I've got to say, a pretty good, like a decent character creator. But the best part about it so far has got to be the build crafting and the synergies with what you can do, like the perks that you can choose, the skills that you can unlock through leveling up, and then the flaws system which activate if you like make mistakes or you recreate habits over and over during gameplay. Like for example, let's say you have like a gun, like a pistol or something, and you use this thing a lot, and you always shoot until your clip is empty and then you reload. If you do that enough times, like for example, the game will it will pause and bring up like a flaw menu and say you can accept this flaw, where you can take this. It's like a status effect that you can choose to accept it or not. But if you accept it, it's like if you keep your gun from going to zero, if you keep your clip from going to zero, if you reload before you hit zero, all of your damage is boosted by 10%. But if you let your clip run to zero and forget to reload before then, the next clip that you get is minus 10% to damage.
Interesting.
And things like that. And the flaws are optional, but if you work with them, you can incorporate them into your skills and into the perks that you choose, and you can really make something hyper focused and synergized into specialties, which is really cool. I think you can, if you want to just go all in with ranged weapons, don't even worry about melee weapons or being good, having charisma or conversation skills and things like that. You can hyper focus and specialize. And I think stuff like that is really cool. Having those kind of options in a game like this is really cool. I did play the first game I didn't beat. I played a good bit of it, but never beat it. I found it like a little janky and hard, like a tough start in that game.
Yeah.
This game is a lot easier when it comes to like the opening missions. Like it's not as punishing. Combat feels so much better in terms of shooting and movement and stealth and things like that. It just feels way better than the first game. So I'm really excited about that, and it's I'm excited to just see like what the story is about and like all the new areas and locations and characters. Obsidian is really good with things like that. Even if Avowed like didn't grab you, it at least had like really good locations and really good companions. At least a couple of them. So, I'm excited to get into the Outer Worlds too. I think it's been kind of a slept-on game, but I'm excited. It's Obsidian Entertainment, so I'm definitely into this.
I'm stoked to get into it.
Yeah, and then the last thing to round out the top three before we go to break, I've been playing a lot of Arc Raiders, which we'll talk about later, and with our special guest. And I won't say too much now, but it is a third-person sci-fi extraction shooter that is available on all platforms except for Switch right now, and it's $40, and it is a PvPvE experience where you can play solo, and you can load into a map solo, but there will be other players there too. You can also team up with up to a 3-player squad and either like search for loot or do quests or like team up or just try to find the best gear or do the most damage to other players that you want to. It's kind of a open-ended thing, but yeah, it's spoiler alert, it's a great game, and I'll be talking about it later after the break, but it's taken up a lot of my time. I put about 15 hours into the game so far. Not a typical game for me that I would play. Haven't really played any extraction shooters. I've been aware of, Escape from Tarkov and Marathon and stuff like that, but always been too hardcore for me. But this is a lot more accessible. They call this Tarkov for people with a job. So that's me. So, but yeah, that'll round out my my top three.
Love it. All right, quick break.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
All right, taking a break. Special guest coming up next. Stick with us. Yeah.
Sweet. So
Yeah.
I'm back and just end it.
End it, dude. Freaking end it. Send it. End it,
How's
send it.
this look? I was getting sick of the other one, like constantly going out of focus. Is this bad looking?
No.
Looks dope. I'm kind of in between you and Steven, like with my angle. A little closer than that. Not quite as close as Steven.
Oh, there you go.
Like that?
Steven's big old head covering the whole frame.
Then I can.
Whoa!
I'd have a quick,
My Pennywise
quicker
head.
focus, too. See how fast that focuses, boys?
Oh,
Ooh,
shoot. Fast
very
focus.
nice.
Whoa.
Fast and focusful.
Because it's an actual symbol.
Dude, those alt cards. Oh my gosh.
They're
The
just
Pokemon
so
cards are great.
well done.
Shut up.
But those alt cards, dude. Holy God.
Dang, got him, dude.
Sheesh. All right. I'm going to come back and end it.
All right.
Here we go. Welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us. We have reached the end. Shout out to Lee. Appreciate you. Great insights,
Thanks,
dude. What a
Lee.
great guy. Sheesh.
10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
What a
Yeah,
good
that's
man.
Everybody, thanks for hanging out. Don't forget to check us out at movigapodcast.com. Every link you'll ever need for life is there.
Yeah.
Social media at Moviga Podcast on Instagram and Facebook. Follow us wherever you listen to podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all in places. Audio goes live every Friday, so we want to stay up to date on that. But we'd love for you to join us live every Moviga Monday at 8 p.m. Eastern over at youtube.com/@Moviga Podcast. The party never stops, war never changes, and the chat is wild.
Yeah, it never does.
So we'd love for you to join us live. Also, hop on our Discord. Maybe play some Arc Raiders with us. Show off some of your nerdy stuff. Always love to see it. Tell us what you're watching, playing lately. I need a new show. I kind of gave up on Foundations, I think, or Foundation. Brooks, Brooks in chat, dude. I don't know if we're gonna get back to it or not. I think we stopped right where Brooks did.
Which
watch
one's
it,
Foundation?
Welcome to Dairy.
With D-Pace?
No thanks. Yeah,
Yeah, Lee Pace.
Yeah.
it does a lot of
Maybe
time
then.
jumping to where it's
Yeah.
like exhausting, and it's like I don't care about these people. We'll go back to the other one. Anyway, hop in Discord. Basically, is the moral of the story. That's it. Everyone, thanks for listening, guys. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, anytime.
Yes, sir.
Everyone else, we love you. We'll see you again soon. Bye. Whoa, trippy, dude.
Peace out, fellas.
Trippy, dude.
Yeah.
Post show.
What up? Who has stuff they want to talk about?
Yeah. Nothing.
Calvin, yeah, 90 hours. I did do a lot of side content like during that time, but by the time I actually like finished the the prologue, what do you call it? The ending plus the prologue or whatever. Yeah, epilogue. It was like 90 hours, 92-ish hours.
Oh, wow.
And that's the most time I've spent on a game this whole year, I think. Probably without a doubt. Like, I don't think I've played another game 90 hours this whole year. I've played a ton of games this year, by the way.
I feel like I have. I feel like I've played so many games this year.
I have this list.
Austin, have you played Hollow Knight?
I have played the first Hollow Knight.
Okay. Did you 100% it?
No.
Dude,
No, not even close.
you gotta beat that thing, dude.
I know.
It's so good.
I had something to say about something we were talking about like 5 minutes ago. I don't
Ghost of
remember what it
Yote?
was. Oh yeah, Tsushima is the first game I ever platinumed, Calvin. Quite
Wow.
good, Calvin. You gotta get into it, dude. Also, I won't spoil anything about Ghost of Yote, but it's
Dude, just buy my PlayStation 5. You can play it.
good. And then Brian
Excuse
can't
me.
play it anymore though.
Also, Calvin, side quest. Let's hang out. I have a geisha that I want to
What
try.
the heck?
The coffee. It's a coffee. Sorry.
Huh?
I realized that geisha has more than one meaning.
It does.
It is a type of
It
coffee.
actually only
that
has
is
one, Brian.
very
So
fancy.
explain yourself.
Yeah, explain yourself,
Okay.
son.
It's what the coffee world observes as fancy coffee, but in reality, it's just very different from standard coffee. So
Peasant
Ooh.
coffee.
You snob.
We snob. All right.
Oh.
Yes.
yeah,
I was just gonna
Let's do
say,
it.
real quick: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 single-player games I have played and beaten this year.
Sheesh. Me, Astrobot.
In
Yeah.
2020.
seriously, enter the arcade. I'll sell my.
It came
I'll sell
out
my
last-
PS5, 100%.
I think
boy.
I beat it this year though. No, I guess not. I don't know what I've beaten this year. Oh,
I've been
The
keeping
Shadow
list
games?
because. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
there you
Yeah,
go,
yeah.
dude.
Great games.
Well, I was
I
was
did
keeping a
something.
list because I was keeping up with all of the. It started with me keeping up with all the releases on Game Pass, because, probably more than half of these games have been Game Pass games, like Balatros on Game Pass, Avowed,
Mhm.
Atomfall, Oblivion Remastered,
Dude,
South of
Avowed
Midnight,
is criminally underrated.
Claire Obscure, Doom: The Dark Ages, Tony Hawk's Pro
Dude.
Skater, Wu
Yes.
Chang, Fallen Feathers,
Yes.
Hellblade 2. It didn't come out this year, but I did play it this year. And then Outer Worlds 2, yeah. Like half of these games or more have all been Game Pass releases.
You said Doom, and it made me think of Dune. Did that MMO ever come
Uh-huh.
out? The Dune?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's out.
Dang, it came
friend
and
of the
went.
show, Zach, is.
I heard it was
super into
decent.
it. Yeah,
Yeah.
he really loves it. Apparently, it's really great.
I heard it was a pretty solid game, actually. But yeah, with the marketing for that, I figured it would be really, really big. But none of the like streamers or anybody that I know like plays it. So I haven't seen much about it. I just heard it was great.
Interesting. All right, time to get out of here.
That's it. Peace
All
out.
right,
Yeah.
GG's everybody. Thanks for hanging out.
GG's.
I have nothing else to say. Happy Monday. Have a great week. Bye.
Bye.